Welcome. So if you missed this one, you missed a lot. This was an absolutely crazy and very exciting game. So this is game number 43 of the Edmonton Oilers season. Of course, they're taking on the Los Angeles Kings. So to start the game, on the very first shift, Adrian Kempe got hurt, but he was back shortly thereafter. The Oilers are rocking the 11-7, so that's 11 forwards and 7 defensemen going. Stuart Skinner is between the pipes, so there was a 2-on-1 for the Kings and a huge save by Stuart Skinner at the beginning. It went off of his arm and then ended up on top of the net. Absolutely insane stuff. Stuart Skinner had such a great game, his best game of the year for sure. So then there was an Oilers penalty that was a fantastic penalty kill. They killed it off every time they had an opportunity to clear it. They did. They got it down the ice instantly. It was a fantastic penalty kill. Then they had a power play, and it was not very good. They couldn't get it set up. LA played a very, very, very aggressive penalty kill, and it really threw off the Oilers' rhythm. The power play just didn't have it tonight, but that's okay because they found it in other ways. So that was basically the first period. It ended 0-0. Not a lot really going on. Pretty slow. Oilers didn't generate a lot offensively. Kings definitely had a stronger first period, in my opinion. Then in the second, I have in my notes that McDavid hasn't been finishing as good lately, which is ironic, as you will see soon. But he did have a grade A that I believe he missed the net. Maybe Darcy Kemper, the Kings goaltender, got a stick on it, but it was so close. And lately it feels like McDavid kind of has been missing that scoring touch. So hopefully tonight is one of those games that can really get him back on a roll and putting some pucks in the back of the net. Then we had another power play for the Oilers, and this one looked even worse than the first. Every single time the Kings even got near the puck, it ended up on their stick and down the ice. It was a rough one. For the first and the second units, did not look good. Draisaitl, McDavid, those guys are so electric, but they just didn't have it on the power play tonight. And you're going to have those games. I mean, it happens, right? Again, that PK for LA is so ultra aggressive, and it really broke down the Oilers' power play. So then we got an Ekholm slap shot. He walked in, wound up, took a clap bomb, and just ripped it off the crossbar. So close to making it 2-0. Sorry, it's still 0-0 at this point. So close to finding the opening score, but it remains a 0-0 game. Then, on a 4-on-4 opportunity, you got McDavid, you got Draisaitl on the ice. Of course, these guys are going to find a way. That's exactly what they do. Draisaitl makes a beautiful play behind the net, and off of a rebound, McDavid buries it from a sharp angle. That's a Mick birthday goal. It's his 28th birthday. Happy birthday, Connor. Big goal. And so now, just a huge play by Leon Draisaitl. He was beast again. Pretty much won every faceoff he took. He is such a dog. So then right after the goal, it was an absolutely terrible shift by Edmonton. You can never have a shift followed up by a goal be a terrible shift, and that's what happened, especially close to the end of a period. It looked like they were going to give up a goal a few times, like just brutal giveaways, couldn't get the puck out of their zone, but they held on to take a 1-0 lead into the second intermission. So you can really feel at this point in the game the animosity is ratcheting up. Both these teams, they don't like each other. Obviously, they've had 3 playoff series against each other in the last 3 years, all of them won by Edmonton. And you can feel it. There's a lot of emotion in this game, and I feel like that's when the Oilers play the best. So a lot of the time in the third period, I was shaking my head going, Edmonton, you have to bury your chances. You're having so many chances, but you're not bearing down on them. You gotta get it done, because you let good teams like LA stick around, eventually they're gonna find one. But they could not find that second goal tonight. And they had chance after chance after chance, but they could not put the game to bed. So believe me, it was a nail biter. So McDavid has an empty net, staring at an empty net with about 2 minutes left, coming down the wing, and he rips it off the post. Would have been a second birthday goal for Connor, but it was not to be. And this was a big play because, of course, 2 minutes is a lot of time, especially at the end of the game where the Kings pulled their goalie, go 6-on-5. There was so much time. But, of course, they do hold on. The defense was great. They persevered. Fantastic team win. Stuart Skinner, well, spoiler alert, he was the first star. He was so phenomenal. He made such great saves. The team around him gave him excellent defense too. I think a lot of the plays, really like the defensive zone plays, got up and out of the zone really quick. I noticed some really good coaching adjustments by Chris Knobloch. In the first period and a half, 2 periods, the Kings were stacking 3 guys, not letting the Oilers get into the zone. but the Oilers adjusted and found a way to get past their defense by taking it in low, either dumping and chasing or skating it in low, and then creating plays from deep in the zone. And this is where they found a lot of their offense in the third period. Again, just a fantastic defensive performance. Your 3 stars for the night. First, obviously, is Stuart Skinner. That's a shutout. That's a huge shutout. I believe he made 30 or 31 saves. Unbelievable game by him. Second star of the game is Darcy Kemper, which is LA's goalie. He also played great. I mean, the Oilers had chance after chance, like I said, but he, give him credit. He stood his ground. He stood tall, and he made some fantastic saves for LA. Both goalies. It was just a goalie affair. Both teams were putting good shots on net, but goalies were turning them aside. You're going to have games like that, especially against LA. Seems like Edmonton and LA, every time they go against each other, it is such a close game. And this was, of course, no exception. Third star was Connor McDavid. On his birthday, got the birthday goal, which also stood as the game-winning goal in, of course, a 1-0 final. So now the Oilers have 57 points, and they're 4 points up on LA and 4 points back of Vegas. So right in that middle second seed in the Pacific Division. So they're going to look to continue their pursuit of the Vegas Golden Knights on Wednesday when they take on the Minnesota Wild. Following that up on a Thursday night game against the Colorado Avalanche. So that's a really tough back-to-back for the Oilers. You got Minnesota and then Colorado, both on the road. It's going to be tough. I mean, I'd be very happy even if they got 3 points would be awesome. If they got both wins, that would be incredible. That would say something about the team, be a real statement couple of games. So we'll see what they can do. Again, another great game tonight. 1-0, absolute nail-biter. A lot of emotion. That's when the Oilers play their best. It was a great game.